Welcome to TV20 News. We are Cleveland. I'm Leah Longbreak. The Cleveland Municipal Court's Drug Court had their 20th anniversary luncheon at the Holiday Inn in Independence. The Honorable Judge Michelle Early, administrative and presiding judge for the Municipal Court, welcomed the crowd to the celebration and praised Judge Lauren Moore, who oversees Drug Court, for her work.
Judge Lauren Moore has been a tireless advocate for the Drug Court program. She has perfected the recipe of having just the right amount of tough love, compassion, and patience. She has facilitated the success of a number of the graduates.
The keynote address was given by David Schmeltz, who spoke about his battle with addiction and how he lost everything and then he turned his life around.
I'm no professor on recovery. I know what has happened with me, and all I can tell you is what has happened with me. My life has changed. I'm no longer the person that I used to be. And I thank a lot of you who had faith in me, and I thank a lot of you who prayed for me, and not just me. When I say me, I mean the addict and alcoholic in general. Thank you for praying for me.
Awards were then presented to individuals whose work and support kept the Drug Court program going strong for the past 20 years. The Northern Ohio Recovery Association had the official grand opening and ribbon cutting ceremony, and TV20 cameras were there to capture it.
One, we're gonna do it at 3, 2, 3.
Let's go, let's go! All right!
Since 2004, the Northern Ohio Recovery Association, or NORA, is a substance abuse prevention and peer recovery organization serving Cuyahoga, Lorain, and Summit counties. NORA's executive director, Anita Bradley, still remembers her humble beginnings some 15 years ago.
The community probably the most in the entire time that I have been in business. We started as a grassroots organization and we had to prove ourselves. We did a lot of work with the federal government, and then I think eventually the state and the county caught on. And so it's just a wonderful thing to see the mayor's office and the councilman and the state representative along with the economic development department and community development department be here with us.
Cleveland Mayor Frank Jackson attended the ceremony and praised the organization for the work they do for those trying to beat addiction.
So I want to tell you how much I appreciate what you've done and over a period of time, and I know you've gone through a lot to get here. But without your commitment and without your dedication and your board and your staff, there's somebody who would not receive the help that you will be providing. So thank you very much.
Ward 10 Councilman Anthony Hairston understands the long journey it was to get NORA to where they are today.
That we have an organization who has made it its mission and commitment to help those who maybe cannot help themselves, right? So we thank them, we honor them, we appreciate them, we support them, and love them through this time. I can tell you, it wasn't an easy road to get here, okay? It was a tough road, a steep hill to climb, but we made it.
Lorna McLean from the Cleveland Drug Enforcement Agency said there have been 208 opioid deaths between January and July of this year, and that is why organizations like NORA are desperately needed.
The Northern Ohio Recovery Association is providing this community, a way to heal through its innovative care. It is here to support those that are battling every day with recovery, families that are hurting, and those that need treatment. It brings a holistic approach, knowing that at times, it's much more than just recovery. Healing is a process.
If you or someone you know is suffering from a substance abuse problem, reach out to the Northern Ohio Recovery Association today at norainc.org. The city of Cleveland is getting brighter thanks to new LED lights. We caught up with Ward 6 Councilman Blaine Griffin to find out more about the lights and how they're helping his ward.
Well, first of all, I'm here with two of Cleveland's finest residents, Cleveland Ward 6 finest residents, Ms. Merlene Barnes and Ms. Kay Gaines, the owner of Gaines Funeral Home. Yeah. And we're out here today celebrating the lighting infrastructure of East 93rd Street, Elevate the East. This is what we're trying to do. We're trying to elevate the East. We're trying to illuminate East 93rd. This is a 34 $1.4 million investment of your tax dollars, and they're going to put up 61,000 lights across the city. So the lights look beautiful, it's lighting up the street. This is technology, this is an investment in infrastructure, and lights are so important because wherever there's darkness and wherever you have large areas of darkness, especially in business corridors, it makes it ripe for crime and other type of undesirable activity. So we're excited to see this happen today, and it may seem like a small thing, but this is a huge investment to move our city forward. And like I tell everybody, this is why I love Ward 6 and I love CLE, because when you see something like this happen, it shows that our city is making investments with our taxpayer dollars.
The Cleveland Municipal School District just celebrated the opening of another new school. The Sunbeam School, located in the Larchmere neighborhood, shone bright as they cut the ribbon and officially opened to the public.
1, 2, 3. Congratulations to the Sunbeam School for your official grand opening.
So Sunbeam is a wonderful place. We have quite a history of serving students in Cleveland for over the past 100 years. That includes students both with disabilities and without. But we have a kind of a unique group of students. We serve students who are medically fragile and visually impaired. And then we also serve a large group of students who may be on the autism spectrum.
Cleveland Mayor Frank Jackson congratulated the staff and students on their new school.
So as we continue our work to produce quality education in the city of Cleveland, to make the Cleveland Municipal School District a school district of choice where people want to put their children because of the excellence in education, we also want them to know that they will be safe in a clean and safe building.
The school is large in size, and CMSD CEO Eric Gordon says there is an important reason for that.
It's a big building. It's actually designed to be a one-floor building, which makes it bigger so students don't have to move up and down stairs. So it lines the street in a kind of an L shape that makes it look very big, but then we've tucked all of the parking and the playgrounds and stuff behind it as well.
One person who was excited to see the new school open up was Ward 6 Councilman Blaine Griffin.
This is more than just a school. This is a beacon of hope for this community. It shows that we really support and love our young scholars. I'm more proud that our community came together and exercised our voice, led by a young lady that's no longer with us named Joyce Pratt, who unfortunately passed away a year and a half ago. And I will tell you that it was because of the voice of the residents that really made the choice, I believe, for the school district to make sure that they brought this special jewel of a school back to our community.
Something you notice about the school when you walk in is the energy level of the students.
Oh, you know, being in a great modern space gives you energy, you know, and so to be in a space that is designed to be state-of-the-art, there's soft seating, there's multiple workspaces, there's touchscreen computers in their classrooms, that energizes a learner, right? And they're using an inquiry model, and we're asking them to wonder about things, including this building, and so the energy here is fantastic. I'm really proud of the kids.
Cleveland's Public Square was a place of celebration for local youths who were celebrating the city's Youth Unity Day. Community Relations Director Grady Stevenson and his team helped to coordinate the event.
The Department of Community Relations believe that it's important for us to always bring the city together as one, right? And to start with our youth is an excellent opportunity for us to do something that a lot of people think shouldn't be done. Bringing youth together from different schools, from different communities, gives them the opportunity to begin to know one another, right? Know their names, have fun with each other, and know that they're no threat to each other.
The kids and young adults were treated to a variety of inspirational and motivational speakers and entertainment. Afterwards, they tied their own motivational messages onto a special wall set up for the event. James Hutchinson, youth leader of the Covenant Community Church, gave a rousing speech at the event. He later spoke to TV20 and told us it's important to get kids from different neighborhoods together so they can better understand each other.
Different sides of town that, you know, they hate each other. They can't even go to the next block, can't even go to the next certain corner store because once they get together, it's all about violence. And that comes from past generations just passing down this generational trait, and we're trying to stop that.
Plans are already underway for next year's Youth Unity Day. We'll be right back with more TV20 News.
I understand. I know it's not your typical resume.
Okay, well.
But candidate. But I've been working double shifts just to pay for books. I've been raising my 2 little brothers. I'm determined, driven, motivated. Isn't that what you're looking for?
Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent at gradsoflife.org.
Welcome back to TV20 News. We are Cleveland. I'm Leah Longbreak. The Greater Cleveland Urban Film Festival celebrated its 8th anniversary this year. We caught up with TV20 special correspondent Felicia Haney, who was with this year's guest of honor at the opening night reception.
Thanks, Leah. We're here at the Greater Cleveland Urban Film Festival, and I am standing here with the one and only Yvette Nicole Brown. Cleveland's own, I may add.
East Cleveland's own, yes.
East Cleveland's own, as well as Warrensville.
And Warrensville.
The other Tigers.
The
I am a Heights Tiger.
But there's only one Tiger.
But that's all right.
There's only one.
We're still Tiger Nation. So how does it feel to be here in Cleveland?
It's awesome. You know, I love coming home. I used to come home a lot more often before I moved my dad out to LA with me, so it's kind of nice to be back and see my family and friends. It's awesome.
Awesome. So tell me a little bit about why you're here. What's going on tonight? And you have something else special coming up in the next couple days.
Tonight is like a conversation with me. I don't know why they asked for it, but I'd sure to give it to them if they asked. So we're going to just talk about my career and what it was like growing up in Cleveland. And then on Saturday, there's a screening of a film I wrote called Always a Bridesmaid. It's a romantic comedy. So, yeah.
Awesome. So is this your first film that you've written?
First film that I wrote that got produced. I have a couple of more scripts, but it's the first one that got produced, so it's pretty exciting.
What does this festival do or bring to Cleveland?
Well, the festival is really intended to help promote artists that celebrate the urban culture, and specifically for minority films or films for about African Americans or from the African diaspora. So we really wanted to have the opportunity to showcase more things than we see in the mainstream in the media. I mean, we have lives that are full of comedy, joy, drama, and sorrow, not just about, you know, hip hop and killing each other and all that kind of stuff. So it's really a way to get another look at our lives.
Tell us about the process and how do you think this is helpful for Cleveland?
Well, again, you're right. This is our 8th year. It's a labor of love. It's a lot of work to put this thing together. But this is a great thing for Cleveland, though. This is a great thing for the local filmmakers and the national filmmakers to come together to showcase their work. So we're just happy that we're able to put this thing together for 8 years, last 8 years, and we hope that the community will continue to come out and support us.
One of the G-Cup events was geared towards children, with not only speakers and Q&A, but the kids were stars of the films. Yvonne Pointer teamed up with Ms. Dabbs to create Hollywood Kids.
We started Hollywood Kids. It's a segment within the film festival. We started it last year so that we can get younger children from the city of Cleveland to be in plays, to be in movies, and to air those films during the film festival. We've had people like Cornell Calhoun and Joy Billups who've helped us to put this together, and Rob Banks. It's just been amazing. Well, I think with all of the crime and violence in today's society, it's up to us to find alternative activities for kids, and how much better than films and stage. Then they get caught up in the rehearsals and they don't have so much time to be into mischief. So if your child is interested in being a part of Hollywood Kids or to get in place, I suggest that you give me a call at 216-999-8573.
Thanks, Felicia. And if you would like more information, visit gcuff.org and stay tuned to the next episode of Around Town, where we'll have Yvonne Pointer with more on Hollywood Kids. The 15th annual Hispanic Heritage Month opening ceremony was held at the City Hall Rotunda. Mayor Frank Jackson presented a proclamation to kick off the event and spoke to the attendees about the importance of unity.
The Hispanic community is made up of a variety and diverse groups. But the key is, how do you unify? How do you unify? Because with that unity, there is strength and there is power. And the Hispanic community is in America is facing significant challenge that can only be addressed as one community. Regardless of where the national origins is, it can only be addressed as one community.
Appreciation awards were given to members of the community that have made a difference, including the evening's keynote speaker, Metro Health CEO Akram Boutros. You can catch the opening ceremony in its entirety only on TV20. Check our schedule for times. The Association of Croatian American Professionals held their 2019 conference at the Marriott in downtown Cleveland. Mayor Frank Jackson welcomed the attendees and thanked them for choosing Cleveland.
Associations like this is very important. It's because it allows for people to stay in touch with each other, network as they go about their busy work. And all of us are busy in one way or another, and you are all professionals, which means you do your job and you do your job in your sphere, in your little world. But there has to be a connection to who you are and what you are about. And that is why an organization like this is so important, because it keeps people together as they go about doing their job. They come back together. They kind of what we call re-up with the energy and the focus and the agenda for what you represent.
For more information, visit croampro.com. The City of Cleveland hosted a Wellness Works Family Fair for city employees at Burke Lakefront Airport. Director of Human Resources, Nicole West, fills us in on the purpose of the event.
For City of Cleveland employees to come out, talk to our vendors, learn about their primary care physicians, see who's in network, who's out of network, get financial well-being information, get total health well-being information, mental health information. We have a bounce house, we have food trucks, we have our employees grilling on the grills for us. So it's a collaborative event through all of our city departments led by Human Resources to bring our employees out, specifically their dependents, to make sure that they are living a healthier lifestyle. So that's the purpose of the event. At the City of Cleveland, if you participate in our wellness events, then you get discounts on your health insurance. In addition to that, the Departments of Public Health are here to talk about air quality. Water is here to talk about the quality of the water. We have banks here to talk about if you want to get a reduced mortgage, if you want to understand how to budget better. We have meal prep folks here if you don't know how to actually live healthy. All of our healthcare vendors are here. So CVS Caremark is here, Medical Mutual here, Anthem is here, University Hospital is here, is talking about cardiac awareness and things to do better for your health. So all of the departments are coming together, all of our vendors are coming together for the purpose of making sure that our employees and their dependents and their spouses are leading healthier lives.
Vendors at the fair were offering critical advice that's not only useful for city employees, but residents as well.
Right now, the census is out in the neighborhoods, just going around, trying to make sure that everyone is aware of our message, letting them know that April 1st, 2020 is very important. It's the one day that every citizen, every person, in the United States should be counted. Okay, you do not have to be a citizen of the United States, but you must be counted in the United States. So that means everyone in your household. When you have 3 different ways of being counted. You can use a mobile phone now, you can use online now, and by mail. So we're making it easy for you to be able to be counted on April 1st, 2020.
We have a table out here and we're talking about basic health issues. Also, because I'm in the Lead Safe Living department, I am talking about children, anyone under 6 that we have to address if they have a high lead level. We do an inspection at their house and we give them information about how to repair anything that might be giving their child a high lead level.
For more information, visit wellnessworkscle.com or call 216-664-2493. The U.S. Army Special Operations Command parachute team performed a tandem parachute jump over the park. The jump was put on in coordination with John Carroll University's ROTC program. John Carroll's economics professor, Walter Simmons, jumped with the team, and he couldn't put his experience into words, saying, "You just have to try it."
Well, it's unbelievable. You know, I do not know how to express that feeling, but it was a thrill that I think everyone have. If you have the opportunity, you should really make use of the opportunity. It's just unbelievable.
Alan Mikiak, Dean of the Bowler College of Business at John Carroll, made his first jump ever with the team, and he thanked them for affording him this opportunity.
You know, I'm so grateful to the U.S. Army and the Black Daggers group. They're fantastic ambassadors for the armed forces and for the Army. And we have an outstanding, ROTC program on our campus that has a long legacy of graduating leaders that serve in the armed forces. And we're very proud in the business school to count many of those students as our bowler students.
It looked like they had a lot of fun jumping from the plane, but I, for one, am fine watching from the ground. Well, that's all for your TV20 News. We are Cleveland. I'm Leah Longbreak. Up next, we'll have Christian Patterson with the Inside Sports Report.